Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. You are watching program Islam in the Contemporary World. Today we will be discussing about a unique topic about our relationship. When we say our, it means human relationship, and specifically husband and wife. Title of discussion is very important, and we would analyze how to improve relationship between husband and wife and how this relationship creates a serious impact, a positive impact on community development. In this connection, I must introduce our two guests who would be participating in our program. Our first guest is a renowned scholar, a well-known personality, and he is known regarding his community services, not only in Pakistan, his services outside Pakistan as well. Mr. Haji Hanif Tayyab, we welcome you in our program, Islam in the Contemporary World.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Our second guest for the program is Mr. Akbar Shahbaz. Mr. Akbar Shahbaz is an author of book about family relationship, and he is a scholar. And he is noted for his work for the community development with reference to America and the contemporary world, and I must say that he is here and we would be enjoying his presence. Mr. Akbar Shahbaz, you're welcome in our program.
Thanks a lot. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So after a brief introduction of these two important guests, I would say that family relationship is not only a name of a specific area, a specific convention, or a specific few people. It creates a global village, a universal message, relationship among different people. All the related issues, either they belong to religion, spirituality, social relationship, or even economic conditions, they come out from community, and the community is looking for the well-established relationship between husband and wife. That's why we have selected the topic of discussion, and naturally we would enjoy discussion about relation between husband and wife. In this connection, I'm going to request our honorable guest, Mr. Haji Hanif Tayyab. When we say relationship between husband and wife, what do you think? With broad meaning of husband and wife, and how do you see its relationship would create impact on community or not?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulullah wa sallam alayka ya Habibullah. I am thankful to you to invite me to discuss this important topic.
Welcome.
This topic actually does not cover only one family, between one wife and one husband. It will have impact on other relations also. For instance, before going ahead, I'd like to say that if there are better relation between the husband and wife, it will have very good impact on their children also.
Exactly.
On their relatives also, on their neighborhood also. So it will have effect actually in this global villages. Certainly it will have effect on the world also. But I am sorry to say and sorry to admit that in this educated world, in this global village, I feel that in last 30, 40 years, the relation between husband and wife is not having very good impact on the society. Because basically Islam says that these two relations actually are for comfort, for peace, for interdependence, for betterment of the society, to give positive relations in the society. But what I feel that now these relations actually have now growing day by day, more and more materialistic values are going in these things. And when we give more importance to materialistic, what we forget is ethics, what we forget is spiritualism. So it is very important topic, and I think that the greatest benefactor of the humankind and the greatest benefactor of the woman word, the Holy Prophet ﷺ has laid down all the outlines. It is not the husband to treat her wife as servant or slave. He has to give him equal rights also.
You mean like husband is compulsorily bound to respect women, to respect a unit which belongs to a women section, and especially a wife who should not be considered as a slave.
Yes.
She has equal rights,
Yes.
and she has respect, and Islam has restored human rights generally, but specifically for wife or for female.
Yes, the Holy Prophet ﷺ has very clearly said that amongst us, the best is the person who has best relation with his wife.
Subhanallah.
So it's very clear that we have to give a very good friendly relation between the husband and the wife. We have to take advice in all the matters, to take her in confidence, and with vice versa, she also will have to give confidence to the husband, to help him in doing his job, and to look after in his absence towards his children, and to look after the house also.
Yeah. I must mention that the hadith which you referred here, while we look at the Western concept or Western theoretical aspects and practical aspect, while they talk of family relationship and family school of thought, they must have conceived their theories and their practices from this hadith. While Holy Prophet ﷺ, when he talked of wife and husband and relationship and peaceful settlement and how to deal with each other and restoration of relationship between husband and wife and how to make up and the counseling, other like the modern conceptual behavior, whatever the modern or the contemporary states are following, they are following the theories or the practices of Holy Prophet ﷺ and companions of Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And naturally, you mentioned all these things in your statement. I must say that Mr. Akbar Shehbaz is here, and Mr. Akbar Shehbaz, you have written down a book, and you've been working in US you studied there for communication, and you have specialization and that stuff. How would you see that people, not necessarily everybody, but this has been observed, that most of the people, they are crazy to go from one place to another using a female. I mean, while I say using a female, it means that once if a girl has green card or some legal status outside, they go for marriage, not to improve family relationship, but they would go to have this important resource for the larger interest of their own behavior or for their family promotion. They see, oh my God, if I get married with this girl, I will get this benefit from this country. So naturally, this is a bad sign. How did you see and how did you observe? Can you enlighten all these things?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a very interesting topic, and Haji Saab has elaborated to a certain extent. With your question about people getting married to a foreign resident for the sake of getting the residentship, maybe it could be any part of the world. Mostly we go towards the Western world, Europe or America or Canada. This has been going on for quite a while. People have been using this bridge to go to a foreign country because, especially these days, there are not very many avenues to reach those countries except this marriage system.
So marriage system, and based on interest articulated style of thinking, is a serious challenge for humanity. How to restore respect for the wife? This is a big question we'll be discussing the same topic. But please stay with us. We are coming back after a short break. Thank you. Dear viewers, welcome back in the program Islam in the Contemporary World. Mr. Akbar Shahbaz, he was talking about different aspects of the people who get married.
Yeah, we were discussing about people trying to get married to a foreign resident and make a bridge to reach those countries like Europe or America or Canada. People have been doing that, but naturally it is the wish and desire of almost everybody, I think, in this country, or I think for that matter, all the Eastern countries or European countries, to go to USA or Canada somehow or the other. They have been doing that, but doing this for the sake of getting married for the sake of residentship is rather unethical, immoral, and not called for. I don't think this should be done. People have been doing that, and there are cases where people got married over there, and I think they are food for thought for those people who doesn't understand the situation. They get married to, they give their girls to a foreign resident, and ultimately that guy in those countries happen to have already have maybe a white girl over there, or for that matter any wife over there, and then they face problems, and the girls especially who are not aware of those circumstances, that environment. There are many cases where the girls happen to go there with this marriage, and the parents probably they got greedy rather, or they got everybody wants their daughter to flourish and get to a better place, but somehow those people didn't treat the girl right, and they had to get divorced within months, and it happens.
Yeah, while you referred divorce, so I must say that divorce is the worst thing, and when it comes up, so there are so many social problems and so many interlinked issues which cannot be tolerated. Mr. Haji Hanif Tayyab is here, and Mr. Haji Hanif Tayyab, would you kindly tell me how can we control the problems or issues of divorce?
Yes, the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said that amongst the permitted thing, the worst is this divorce. And this can only be controlled if there is some sort of negotiating team between these families. And here in Pakistan, especially in our own community, we have some team. If there is any complaint either from husband or from wife, the team reaches them and sit with them, called to office also, and negotiate and try to have a better understanding amongst themselves. So what I have also noticed, that whenever a husband or wife goes for any legal status outside, in a foreign country, after few months or few years, when one of them gets the legal status, then the things start going from bad to worst. And ultimately they reach this divorce families. And I think that the percentage of divorce is increasing day by day.
What is the reason?
The reason
you think
is
only just they're anxious to get a green card or sort of legal status, and after that they want to get rid of that girl because they don't consider for like age and family status, and sometimes there is a kind of cheating, like one is suffering from serious diseases of schizophrenia or some mental diseases, some disorder, but they are anxious to get another status, their status only just to be there. By any means they would be going there. So they're ignoring the basic fact that there must be some code of conduct and ethics how to have relationship with others. So you think that people are seriously anxious to go outside without caring what are they getting or what are they're giving?
Actually, I have met many such families during my tours in England or in Holland or in America. and either mother or father has given the details that this has happened. All this is due to that we have forgotten what are the teachings of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what we have ordered by the Quran or Sunnah. We have been given the correct line of action that only marry due to good character, not good face,
Like no care for beauty
not care for beauty,
or some other social
not
status.
for money, or
Yeah.
not for social status.
Yeah,
Only see what is the character.
I must share with my brothers and sisters that Haji Hanif Tayyab also performed duties here in Pakistan as a former minister. Right now he is a former minister, but when he was Minister of Petroleum and Housing, I noticed that he was very much involved, apart from his portfolio, involved in social activities, taking care of people, arranging collective marriages and proposals, and for the betterment of people, and especially those who are poor. And you establish Al-Mustafa,
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Al-Mustafa
Welfare
Society. How do you think and how do you say that people before 30 years, right now in 2011, they are different?
It's definitely just because they are now thinking in terms of money and materialistic
Oh
world.
my God.
They have forgotten all the character building ethics and all good moral characters. And that's why in these collective marriages, there is always some society or some organization who see that whether these two, one husband and one wife, they are matching or not. So usually these collective marriages are amongst medium class or lower medium class people, and they are successful. They are not just, they have not chased for this to get some status or so. So I think that if we understand that why a husband marries a wife in the light of the Holy Quran and Sunnah, it has been very clearly said to give comfort to each other,
Yeah.
to respect each other, to take advice from each other,
Yeah.
to maintain respect amongst themselves, and to train, educate, and give good behavior to their kids.
Yeah.
The Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has very
Sallallahu
correctly said, everything said by the Holy Prophet is correct.
100%.
But very specifically he has said, the best gift which parents can give to their children, to their kids, is good moral training and good behavior.
Good behavior and moral training is the best
Gift.
way
Yeah.
to promote your social relationship and your family relationship. Mr. Akbar Shahbaz, how do you see the Western world, and especially the Muslim families? Because you've been living in USA for a long time, and you must have noticed that these people, I mean the Muslim families, while they look for a good match, what they want to see?
Well, in the present times, as Haji Saab explained, people are very much materialistic, and most of the people look for the golden stuff, and for that matter, the dowries and things like that, and big bank balance and big houses and all. But we should not forget that the teachings of Islam, the basic teaching of Islam, that you, in the first place, you have to have a match. You pick up a match according to taqwa.
So, taqwa is the best way to select either men or women. And Quran says, Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Dear friends, please be with us. We are coming back, but right now we are going for a short break. Welcome back in the program Islam in the Contemporary World, and today's topic of discussion is very important, and we are discussing about relationship between husband and wife. Mr. Akbar Shahbaz.
Yeah, we were talking about having a pick on the basis of taqwa. This is what is required amongst us. And I have seen, and everybody probably knows it, that the basic problem in our society lies in the fact that we don't know our spiritual values. We don't have, we don't have ethical values. We don't have the knowledge. We don't have the knowledge of the law.
But Muslim community, and especially Muslims, those who are taking care of their kids in America and Canada or in Europe, they are very much concerned about their daughters and their sons, how to groom up, how to see them closer to Islam. Even then, there are so many problems. How do you see, and how can they curtail these problems?
See, just having the ambition or wish to see their children learn or understand or follow the rules of Islam is different than actually taking them towards the goal. We have seen that it at times becomes very late when people say, oh, my daughter has grown up now and she's got to get married. And they want their daughter, if somebody is living in America, they want their daughter to get married in Pakistan. Now, I can
Why in Pakistan? Why in Pakistan?
Because
Don't they see any person, like we were talking about taqwa. So taqwa can be, or the pious person can be anywhere.
Yes.
So why especially Pakistan or India or Fiji or Bangladesh or some other specific place? You mean like they want to have their interaction with their culture, or with their relatives, or what is the reason? Why are they looking for?
Okay, I'll try to explain that. See, in the first place, that not if you are in America or Canada, or for that matter Europe, you don't have much of a choice over there. You know, there may be good boys over there, there may be good girls, but you have to find them, you have to locate them. And if they find them, they get married over there. Then they look up towards their own countries. They want to see people from their own values.
Again, I'm sorry to interrupt. Again, there is a problem. While anybody who seeks to get a good match, other than USA or Canada or Europe, to their
own country
like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, whatever it is, these girls or boys, they're not satisfied. Why? Because their argument is very strong. They say, we groomed in this culture, we are living here, and if you want to get married from such and such places, so they would not match with this culture, with this situation, and there would be misunderstanding between us.
It happens. I've seen many cases, like many people, especially in England. In England, there are many girls, there are many families who want their girls get married in Pakistan. But I've seen the problem there. They have been brought up according to the Western society. And it becomes very late when they find out, oh, we should get our girls married in Pakistan. The culture don't match. I've seen many girls from England, they say Pakistanis are boring. They say Pakistani boys are boring.
But
and they might be right on that respect in terms of the socializing, you know.
Yeah.
But it so happens that they don't match, the culture doesn't match.
So how, Brother Haji Hanif Tayyib Sahab, how can we address to this serious issue? Because girls and boys, they don't want to even sometime, I have seen myself, I've been observing all these things outside Pakistan, and you've been roaming around the world. So problem is very strong. And they say, we don't want to get married in Pakistan or in any other country because we don't have comfort or interaction or cultural relationship. So there must be some problems. So religiously, spiritually, what do you suggest?
Actually, there should be a good understanding between the parents and the boy or girl
Exactly this.
that is to be married.
Exactly.
if they don't consult each other, don't take advice from each other, then these things actually grew more and more. I agree with Mr. Akbar Shahbaz that it is very difficult in America or in Canada or England or in Holland to find a matching some boy or girl so that they can be wedded. It's very difficult there.
Yeah.
For mother and both parents want to keep contact with their families in either India or Pakistan or Bangladesh or anywhere else. They want to keep certain contacts with their old relatives who are here in Pakistan or in India.
They want to get their roots straightened up, and they want to have their children married in Pakistan. But then, having brought up in those part of the world, you are breeding a different kind of people. And once again, I will say, they should what they should do it, get their children according to their. If they want to get their children married over here, they should train them accordingly. They should give them the knowledge of the religion as well.
This is my observation. It may be right or wrong, but what I have observed that while we migrate from Pakistan or from other parts of the world to North America and Europe, we are very much concerned about what? Not about cultural transformation, not about other things. Day and night we are busy with graveyard shift, morning shift, evening shift, making money, learning more and more other languages, going to learn about the dominant culture. It is okay. It is okay. But how about the system, about your family, about your children, your kids who are waiting for you? What for? To transform family relationship, to transmit cultural heritage, to tell them we are Muslim and this is Quran. Unfortunately, most of the people, they are busy with the work, they are busy with other stuff, and naturally it is very hard to live there as compared to other parts of the world.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It is very hard to live there as compared to how we are living here.
We are lucky. We are lucky.
We can go to a gas station there, see there how you are being given gas there, and how you are provided here. The difference will be very much observed by the things. Actually, what I have seen, neither husband gives time to his wife there. Parents don't give time to their kids, and they don't care to train from the very childhood about Pakistan, about their relatives, about their culture. And when they are very happy when the boy or girl goes to college, university, but all of a sudden one day it is declared that my girl is now having a Sikh boyfriend or Hindu boyfriend.
It happens, yes.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, and there is a great problem.
There's a great problem.
How can they get married while we are Muslims? So we will follow Islam and how Holy Prophet ﷺ and how Quran has clearly instructed Muslims how to promote our relationship with non-Muslims, keeping ourselves within specific our own culture and religious instructions. So discussion is very important, and naturally you must be enjoying today's discussion. We are going for a short break. Please stay with us. We are coming back soon. Dear viewers, welcome back in our program Islam in the Contemporary World. We are discussing about very important issue, relationship between husband and wife. What is our responsibilities? Mr. Haji Hanif Tayyib Saab, what is the major issue which can be seen with reference to relationship between husband and wife? How do you think?
Actually, if the parents if they belong to Pakistan, for instance, here, especially the wife, the female, has time and occasions also to meet all relatives also. If they are there, whole day the husband is going before dollars and pounds. He is very much busy. He has no time
How about in Pakistan? You think people are not busy to make money here?
Relatively here, there are some community development work also. There are occasions to meet each other, and you know when there's some wedding, there are some few occasions to meet. But in that society, that area, where there are little Pakistanis spread all over America, and they've very little chances to meet. Especially they meet on Friday prayer. There's a section of female, there's a male section also, and they also try to give.
Very, very interesting question. What kind of relationship should be between in-laws? Women needs to have close relationship with her own mother and father, brothers and sisters, but not necessarily she would be giving respect to husband's family. Same is happening with husband. He would be anxious to restrict women inside home, serving kids. No permission to go out and have relationship with relatives. How do you see, what kind of relationship is this? Does Islam allow? Or we have created our own system approach or conventions? And how can we get rid of all these problems? Because they created, these are the issues which create serious repercussions and misunderstanding between families.
Yes, it is the duty of the husband actually
Yeah.
to provide occasions to his wife so that she can meet certain families which can be mutually discussed, that these are the families where in absence of husband, wife can go and meet. Because if you will not provide him this chance, your relation, the relation between the wife and the husband will deteriorate day by day, and ultimate result will go towards divorce.
That's why I must mention a Quranic ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ is a reference that there is a code of conduct regarding socialization, social relationship, and respect from one person to another. So there is a mutual understanding and mutual respect from both parties, from both families, from both organs. And I think we have forgotten these basic norms.
Yes, I have myself seen in America or England also.
How about Pakistan? Why don't you talk of Pakistan?
Yes, actually.
We are living in
yes,
Pakistan,
yes,
and our brothers and sisters, they would be watching in India and Bangladesh and other parts of the world.
What I think that.
And you've been roaming around in the world.
Yes, I think that percentage of differences between the husband and wife is relatively less in these areas. Because the father is there, mother is there, relatives are there, they join each other, meet each other, they give gift to each other.
You enjoyed family system.
Enjoyed family system. In that area, what I have seen, that even the female is also having a job, and she is not in a position to give breakfast to his husband.
My goodness.
If you allow me to say, add something over here, Haji Sahab, I think the beauty of our system is the joint family system.
Yes.
And where
And Americans and other Europeans, they are looking for joint family system.
Oh, they are so worried about it that they have got TV programs.
Yeah.
They show family life. They show shows and the serials which shows family life over there. They want to promote family life. And our system is such a beautiful system where the Islam, especially Islam, has determined the domain of man and woman. Woman has to live in a certain area in the house, a domain in the house where she can enjoy her freedom in terms of taking care of herself, her kids, even the husband. She's got a big role to play over there. She has got such a big role to play that she doesn't need to go out. Some women might not like this, but I believe she's got such a beautiful, such an important place a domain to work for, because she has to take care of the family, she has to take care of the husband. For the welfare of the entire family, she's a very important person. And I believe today, in our country as well, women, I believe only women can solve the problems in this country.
I must say, and I would be fully justified to add up my sentence, that if I compare men and women, and I look at the assignments, the duties of men and women, I see that women is playing a vital role and responsibilities are double as compared to men.
She is playing a vital role, yes.
She is going for work, whole night she's up, but in the morning she would be taking care of her kids.
Yeah.
And man, when he comes back to his home, he is full of anger, full of depression.
Tired also.
Yeah, and this is unfortunate. That's why I must mention that Holy Prophet ﷺ, they said that female or your daughters, they're blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for you.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we don't see how Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam has pointed out the reality, and how Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to respect women and daughters. While Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is in the home of Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu and Hazrat Fatima Zahra radiallahu ta'ala anha, he used to spread his sheet, kambal, his kali kamli, and he used to ask Hazrat Fatima Zahra radiallahu ta'ala anha, come closer, sit on it.
Islam has given us a roadmap, and where the domain has been set up, women has got a certain place to work for, and so is the other men, and they are equal in a certain sense. They are equal, but except that there has to be one Amir in the house, and that Allah Ta'ala has Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has determined the man as the Amir in the house.
So we are running by the shortage of time. I would need your suggestion and your suggestion, one sentence, then we will be going to sum up our discussion today.
Actually, it is basic problem that what we are now studying in our schools, colleges and universities, there is no chapter regarding the relation of a mother and a child, relation of a wife and husband, relation of children with their parent, the duties of parent regarding their children.
You mean family conference should be there?
So I think that in syllabus it is necessary that since primary, secondary, colleges and education, university also, this chapter should be given and studied for these children, and then they will grow up, and the wife has to think that she will become mother, and under his feet is the heaven.
Exactly, and Mr. Akbar,
I would say we have to develop individual with moral characters, ethical values. They should have all the husn akhlaq where we talk about. We should develop individual with all these qualities. If a girl has got this quality of being ethical, if the man has got the quality of being ethical, if the mother-in-law and father-in-law, they are having a good character, then there is no problem, because they will give their share of their akhlaq to people, and the things, there could be harmony in the house.
Exactly, and really I wanted to continue this, but naturally we are running by the shortage of time.
It is the beauty of the program,
exactly. My dear brothers and sisters, I believe you must have enjoyed today's discussion, and this is not only a discussion, this is a message of peace and tolerance, love for humanity, and message of Islam is to take care of family. You will be given reward for this. May Allah bless all of you. Thank you very much for being with us. Allah Hafiz. Fi aman Allah.